Arthur, this is ridiculous. We can't just hold a seance to get news information from ghosts.
Shh, Jamie, stop providing exposition and listen.
Ghosts don't exist.
My magic bubbly pot senses an otherworldly presence inhabiting our room.
Ghosts do exist. Continue.
It's the man whose face is stamped on all those $10 money bills.
Pablo Francisco.
Alexander Hamilton.
Oh, Alexander Hamilton. Ask him what he thinks about the current economic crisis.
He says, banks are a trick and make me wish I never invented money. And then a bunch of racist stuff.
It does make sense that ghosts wouldn't know anything about current events on account of their dead.
I don't know if this is the best idea, guys.
Another presence approaches.
Who is it?
He calls himself Mr. Gareth Sweeney.
Oh, this is awkward. I killed him.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah. Tell him I'm not here.
He says he sees you.
Tell him I'm sorry.
He says you're not.
Tell him it was stupid of him to cross the street when I was trying to steer my car with my feet and accelerate with my hands.
This doesn't seem to be working.
I sense another spirit.
Who is it?
It's Mr. Gary Busey.
Wait, last time I heard, Gary Busey was alive.
When was the last time you checked the alley behind the Beverly Hills Banana Republic?
Gary Busey is dead in an alley?
Gary Busey's dead in an alley.
We found our first news story!
And welcome to post-shutdown America, where pumpkins have faces, goblins get health care, and gays are allowed to get married.
It's Halloween 2013, and Mitch McConnell still hasn't been nominated for president. If you're not spooked, you're not paying attention.
Halloween comes once a year, and here at Breaking News, we don't skimp on the celebration.
We've got candy corn in the green room, spiders in the rafters, and a corpse under this desk to represent the death of the American dream. Also, my uncle is dead.
I, of course, am dressed as Tom Brokaw if he wasn't puppeteered by the Illuminati. And Jamie, did you forget to dress up?
No, you can't see it, but I actually have a pumpkin where my soul's supposed to be.
Oh. Where'd you put your soul then?
Sometimes you gotta deal with the devil to deal with the news, Arthur.
The devil?
Yeah, he had a red cape, a forked tail, and a smile like Nicolas Cage the first time he murdered a woman. He asked if I wanted to be on air, and I said, oh, you betcha.
That wasn't the devil, Jamie. That was our casting director, Carl.
If that was Carl, then where did my soul go?
It's probably still in your lungs, which is where the soul is located.
That means I stole candy from a child in a cancer ward this morning while I still had a soul?
You stole candy from a kid with cancer?
Oh, the kid didn't have cancer. He was just there because his mom was dying and her will said a blood relative had to pull the plug.
Oh. That means your soul's probably fine. You didn't steal candy from a child. You stole it from a murderer.
That's fine. I'm Jamie Justice Loftus.
And I'm Arthur Positive Spin Hickman.
And here's the week in news. Last week, students in a Georgia high school helped block the view of their classmates so two of their friends could have sex in the cafeteria. The entire school was up in arms about the incident, but the school guidance counselor was really proud to see the students working together towards a common goal.
A violin recovered from the Titanic sold at auction for $1.7 million last week. It sounds just terrible.
Marilyn Manson has been cast to voice a character on Once Upon a Time. Awesome, said that one kid in your Brit Lit class who got suspended for making a hit list.
Last Friday, police found a dead baby in a shopping bag at New York City lingerie store at one of those. It turns out that Victoria's Secret, it's a dead baby.
A new study found that Oreo cookies are just as addictive as cocaine. So before you open that next sleeve of Oreos, remember that at least cocaine will make you skinny.
Justin Bieber was seen drinking underage at a Texas bar this week. While the drink was non-alcoholic, it was Aaron Carter's blood.
A recent poll revealed that residents of Louisiana blame President Obama for the poor response to Hurricane Katrina.
Here are some other things Louisianans blame Obama for.
Palestine.
Evolution.
The Civil Rights Movement.
Sasha Obama's report card.
Read to your kids, Barack.
The Challenger explosion.
The French.
Osama bin Laden's lack of photogenicity.
Harry and Hermione never hooking up.
The way orange juice tastes after brushing your teeth.
And Reaganomics.
And that's the news. The state of New Jersey legalized gay marriage this week. Hold for applause.
You know, they call New Jersey the land of romance.
Who calls it that?
Oh, I guess that's just me.
Well, let's go to our investigative report team and their investigative report.
Cool.
Thanks, guys. This is Lloyd.
And that's Joey. And this week, we found love.
This week we went undercover.
We got engaged.
But not for real. You understand that, right?
Yeah. Right. This week, we posed as a recently engaged same-sex couple.
To gather new information on the legalization of same-sex marriage in New Jersey. Right?
Yeah. Right.
I now, by the power vested in me, thank God, by the state of New Jersey, it's about time, I declare Joseph and Orville to be lawful spouses in the state of New Jersey.
We're here with... Can we kill the vibe? We're here with Nicole Snooky, Polizzi impersonator, Hailstorm. Hailstorm, what's your opinion on the new legalization of gay marriage in your home state?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if they're all busy each other, who's gonna me?
I see, so I take it you're against same-sex relationships.
I don't know. I a girl once, but that wasn't gay.
My name's Mikey. I'm a DJ from Bayonne. You might have heard of me. My name's DJ Mikey P.
We're here with DJ Mikey P, resident of New Jersey. How do you feel about the recent gay marriage legalization?
Look, man, I've been all for the hoes and the hoes since my freshman year at Rutgers. You go Scarlet Knights!
Whereabouts in New Jersey are you from?
I'm from Seaside Heights, down by the boardwalk.
So you're for it?
I'm all for it.
Yeah, well, like, I'm very for gays. Like, I'm big fan of the gays. But, not such a big fan of, marriage.
Explain that, please.
Well, I just been hurt real bad, Joey. I've been hurt bad.
As a side note, how do you spend your Friday nights?
Clubbing, dropping some beats.
Oh, just wasted. I blaze and then I craze first. Well, first I blaze and then I craze after that.
If you were to go to a gay club, would you feel uncomfortable?
Look, man, no homo, but like, if you want to do what you do, you do what you do.
You do what you do. So this week we found out that New Jerseyans have mixed feelings about same-sex marriage.
But I don't. Signing off, I'm Lloyd Mallison McManus.
And I'm filing for divorce.
What?
Thanks, gays.
We're going to take a quick break from shoving news down your ear holes to bring you a message from our sponsors.
But we'll be right back to say more news-sounding words for you.
Like foreign affairs.
And Libya.
Newsworthiness.
Hugh Grant.
Blood loss.
Korea.
2,000 dead in the streets.
Hugh Grant?
Stay tuned.
Hugh Grant!
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
What are you doing?
I'm sorting through my Halloween candy. Safety first. I'm checking all my candy for glass, anthrax, razor blades. There are some sick freaks out there.
Arthur, Halloween isn't until next week on the 31st.
No, I've always celebrated Halloween on the 25th. It's a Hickman tradition.
What?
Yeah, we've always celebrated Halloween on the 25th. That way we can get a good jump on the competition. My favorite part of Halloween has always been how people try to hide their candy, and then they act all scared when you run through their homes looking for it. Crazy.
Arthur, there's a lot of money and jewelry in this pile of candy.
Yeah, that's part of the fun. You know how people will sometimes give out little pennies and toys along with their candy?
No.
It's just like that, except instead of toys and pennies, you get more expensive toys and entire dollars and stereos and jewelry and laptops and sometimes kids.
Arthur, that doesn't sound like Halloween. And I don't think people know that you're celebrating Halloween.
Of course they do. Mom and Dad and I go in wearing matching butcher's costumes. And then we shout, "Trick or treat! Give us your goddamn candy now, or else!" And then they play along and they say, "Oh, we don't have any candy. Please don't hurt us." But they always have some candy. And if not, we just take all their food and pets and run out. And we go to the next house and so on. And then we go and take a little vacation out of state for a little while. But before you know it, it's Easter. And we're Easter egg hunting through other people's personal belongings while Dad makes sure they're all lying face down in the kitchen. Then suddenly, it's Halloween again. Just good family fun. Would you like a anthrax-free Snickers?
I prefer mine with extra anthrax, but I can't because we're back.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to Breaking News. Let's go to our in-studio correspondent, fresh off a trip to Epcot, Willem Smith.
Thanks, Jamie and Arthur. Glad we're on speaking terms again. Recently, the Nobel Prizes were handed out. I'd like one. So, with me today, I have a panel of my close friends to try to help me get one. Okay, so how do I get one? I want one. How important is wanting it to get a Nobel Prize? Because I want it.
That's not important.
It's not important?
No.
Oh.
People don't want it.
Usually
They give it to people who don't try.
Yeah.
You just like play
Yeah.
cool?
Yeah, you're so good. It's like hard to get a Nobel Prize.
Oh! I've been going about it all wrong.
If they know you want one, they overlook you.
Yeah.
But what if I want to win one in, like, not peace? Because, like, what if I want one in chemistry or economics? Or...
They have those.
For economics, I think if you discover a new animal.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a liar.
That could fiscally be just so
The people would go to see at a zoo, pay money.
Yeah.
That's economy. That's economy. That's the economy. See at the zoo. That's how it works.
Very much so.
in chemistry.
Chemistry!
Chemistry.
Yeah!
Chemistry.
I love chemistry.
Yeah.
I got mine for just mixing different colored liquids into different beakers.
Whoa.
I got mine because I took vinegar and baking soda and I just threw it in people's faces.
What happened?
Threw it in people's faces.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
on paper about it. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Have your email address?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay, so physiology is what? Again?
I totally thought it was the ology of fizzy things, like carbonated beverages.
That would be so dope.
I feel like if you go to Epcot Center, if you go to Epcot Center in Orlando, Florida, I feel like they can help you out with that. That's like more. That's their. Yeah, that's like their. That's their bread and butter.
Thanks to my panel. I think we've learned a lot here today. If there's anything, I may not win a Nobel Prize in peace, but I could still win one in having dope-ass friends.
Good work, Willem. Glad to see you're setting lofty goals.
Although before you set your sights on a Nobel Prize, maybe try and do just any one thing correctly.
Thanks, Arthur. Well, I've worked very hard.
Oh, I'll get it.
Hi.
He's here.
Yep. I've got a Nobel Prize in cold-blooded aloofness for Arthur Hickman.
Whatever.
Seriously?
Sign right there. Thank you so much. That's sort of a signature. Okay. Oh, just one more. Got it.
You were saying, Willem?
Yes. Well, I really wanted a Nobel Prize, so I went to Epcot.
Oh, I'll get it again.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm still here. I've got a Nobel Prize in boyish good looks for...
I'll sign for that.
No, Jamie Loftus.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'll take
Sign
it.
Right there.
All right.
There you go. That's more of a signature.
Willem, are you crying?
No. What? I just ran out of baby shampoo this morning, and my eyes are still burning from the Garnier Fructus I used instead.
That's somehow way sadder. Oh, Willem, do you want mine?
Really? Do you really think I have boyish good looks?
Well, you did, but then you started crying.
Hi, I'm over here now. I have a Nobel Prize for being a mopey bitch for...
Willem Smith.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you so much. Where do I sign?
You don't have to. We are absolutely positive that's for you. So...
It's just one packing peanut with the word bitch written on it in Sharpie.
Yes.
Willem Smith, everyone! Yeah.
How do I get out of here?
Oh, we don't know.
Or else we would have left a long time ago.
I have a family to get back to.
Oh, you had a family.
Okay.
Now you have a desk and a camera.
And free pretzels on Thursdays.
And no concept of what day it is because we have no working windows or clocks.
So no free pretzels ever.
We're going to go to a commercial, but don't you worry.
I'm very, very worried.
Well, we'll be right back in a minute, coward. Believe it or not, I was actually a Boy Scout once upon a time.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, you were really quick to be on board with that. I don't know whether to take that as an insult or a testament to my well-documented ability to navigate the woods.
You just seem like a Boy Scout kind of guy.
Oh, because I'm loyal? Because I'm the perfect depiction of a 1950s American male? Or because I can whittle a Pinewood Derby car in my sleep?
Because you're unnervingly desperate for the approval of your father.
No, I'm not! He doesn't approve of desperation.
Speaking of Boy Scouting, if a rock falls in a desert that looks like Mars and nobody's there to hear it, will the Boy Scout leader that tipped it over receive thousands of death threats?
I actually know the answer to this one. It is that is not enough death threats.
Correct.
And for more, we turn to our special guest, Park Ranger Steffi, the woman who found a broken 170 million year old rock formation, all the way from Utah's Goblin Valley State Park.
It's with great sadness that I left my valley home to come talk to you city folk. But I guess it's an honor to be here. As you know, one of Utah's great rock formations is no longer with us.
We know how difficult this must be for you, especially after the video of the fat man breaking your rock went viral.
That rock had been there forever, definitely since I've been working here. The valley's never going to be the same.
But don't you think that the park may be benefiting from all the press coverage of this incident?
That doesn't matter. The Gobby V isn't what it used to be. With the constant damage humans are causing to the world around us, pretty soon all the Goblin Valleys of the world will be unrecognizable.
There's no question that global warming is changing the world quickly. A lot of ecosystems and species are in danger of extinction or destruction.
It's way more than that. Everything is different. The bobcats left, the geese are iffy, and all these new wood rats are so cocky and just don't feel the need to introduce themselves or be nice at all. It's like we've lost our wobblin' goblin spirit. Me and Chip, this grizzly, really hit it off. I thought we had something special, but recently he's been distant, always sleeping for months in a dirty cave instead of wanting to hang out with me.
It sounds like he is hibernating.
Arthur, I was voted best ranger 5 years in a row by a woodpecker. I think I would know if a bear is hibernating or not. It's not just Chip. The gopher snakes, the baboon-tongued minnows, the 10-toed titmouse, the 9-toed ass mouse, the pepperoni nipple prairie mouse, the crispy cactus mouse, the knotted Mumbai mouse, none of them will even look at me.
Did you just say a bunch of sex positions?
But you know what? In spite of all those goddamn critters not wanting to be friends with me anymore, I've always had the rocks. They've always stayed the same, always supporting me, being there for me.
Is it at all concerning to you that your friends can only be found in nature? Do you have any loved ones that are humans, perhaps any park ranger friends?
I did when I was still a scout, but they all got into Yellowstone and Yosemite, you know, the elite parks. It turned out to be G Valley or a community park for old Steffi. It was going to be some shithole behind an office, Max. But Utah sucks too. Why else would people be breaking rocks for fun?
Hey, this has really taken a toll on you, hasn't it?
You don't even understand. One day you're on top of the park. You're the most popular girl in the trail. You know all the best picnic spots. The next, you're begging on some poorly lit news show for friends like a Girl Scout.
Oh, Steffi, well, maybe the titmice are tuned in right now, eager to see their friend on the big city TV show.
Don't patronize me, Arthur. Titmice hate satire. It goes over their little titmouse heads.
Park Ranger Steffi, everybody.
While we've been immersing ourselves in nature in studio, Chris Gillespie has taken to the streets to find out Boston's take on global warming.
Yeah, save nature, Chris. I always believed you were Captain Planet. Turns out I was wrong. Good luck anyways.
Good evening. Man on the Street Chris Gillespie here. A new report from the University of Hawaii suggests that climate change will definitely impact the weather patterns of the Earth over the next few decades. Boston specifically will feel the changes by the year 2047. Before the city becomes a giant fireball, I took to the streets to ask the citizens of Boston what they thought about the impending climate changes. Spirit of the woods, what can we do to prevent climate change? Could you define climate change for me?
Well, to me, it would mean a drastic change from day to day.
Everything is heating up. The atmosphere is, I don't know, just everything's getting warmer. Going from a new climate to another region which has a different climate, I know, is boring. I'm sorry.
In 5 words or less, explain why Obamacare is responsible for climate change.
I don't think it is.
What do you like about winter?
Building snowmans.
What kind of advice do you have for the citizens of Boston?
Layer. Drink a lot of water.
Just come out west, enjoy our climate too, if you even want it hotter than this.
You want to keep like building snowmans in the future, right? Yeah. Let's keep building snowmen in the future, people. What do you think the suit would look like with the sleeves cut off?
I don't think that would be a good look.
If that's the fashion you want to rock, then like, all right.
Well, I suppose you could start a new trend. You never know.
I could start a new trend when we're all living in tubes underwater. So do you know how to swim?
Yeah, but I don't really want to do that for a living.
Would you be able to teach me how to swim? Because I'm going to need to learn real quick with the oceans rising.
Well, just come to the West Coast and we'll get on a surfboard and we'll have a great day.
So I was wondering if I could like workshop some like new slogans for Boston off of you, considering the new warmer weather. So Boston, more like Hotson, right? How many t-shirts would you buy with that slogan on it?
I think it's good.
Okay, that's fine. Well, there you have it, folks. The weather in Boston may be getting hotter, but the people are as cold and abrasive as ever. For breaking news, I'm Chris Gillespie, signing out.
Thanks, Chris. Jamie, did you build that whole thing while we were watching Chris?
Yeah.
Oh. Can I play?
This is mine. I brought it from home. Special, it's not yours.
Okay.
Can't touch it.
Well, it's time to do this next segment, but I think you should move that
I said
piece.
don't touch it.
Okay, I won't touch it. Jenga! It's time for next time. Famed British artist Banksy has been creating street art all around New York City. In response to many new works cropping up, Mayor Bloomberg said this week that while he is a supporter of the arts, he believes that Banksy is defacing property and it should not be permitted.
But what Banksy does can't really be considered vandalism, can it? People pay thousands of dollars for his work in galleries. Why does it become less valuable when it's on the wall of an alley? I think Banksy is an artistic visionary like Bob Ross or the lady who made Monkey Jesus.
You know what I want to know, Jamie? Why is it that when Banksy does it, it's vigilante art, and when I do it, it's vandalizing the Martin Luther King Memorial? I think the problem here is that we have no solid definition of what art is.
Right here, right now, let's define art and save millions of children from majoring in philosophy and ultimately working as bag boys at Whole Foods.
For the children.
Art is paintings of sailboats on the open sea while a storm rages on, an allegory for the human condition.
Art is that thing when a plastic bag blows past you in the wind and you feel like there's just so much beauty in the world and you can't take it and your heart is going to cave in and then your dad shoots your neighbor.
Art is going to a public elementary school and pouring chocolate sauce on yourself while you recite your one-woman play, My Vagina is a Library Book.
What?
My vagina is a library book that I can't check back in. My vagina is a library book, I once found some gum in it.
Didn't you get arrested for that?
All art has critics, Arthur. And on that day, mine were small children and teachers and the PTA and the police and my parole officer.
Art is a tasteful snuff film with good lighting and a compelling narrative structure.
Didn't you receive a lethal injection for that?
Jamie, I just realized something.
What?
Nobody appreciates our art.
You're right. We have lived our lives as tortured artists, and what has it gotten us? Tickets.
Fines.
A restraining order from the first family.
A permanent ban from this very studio.
Haha, whoops, don't tell!
You know what? Fuck art. You know who was an artist? Hitler, the greatest artist of all time. He loved art, and then the Holocaust happened.
Arthur, your logic there is without flaw, but I feel
No, Jamie, from now on, you can't be pro-art and anti-Hitler.
You're right.
Self-expression is the root of all evil.
Individuality must be eradicated.
Sameness is perfection.
Dismantle Western democracy.
Death to the Republic.
Hail Satan!
Smoke meth, hail Satan.
Okay.
It looks like we're gonna have to end the show now, as all of our senior level producers have either quit
or bled out from their eye sockets.
And now some of the sound guys are training the night janitor to run the show.
Whoops, not sorry.
Well, that's the show. And thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we were able to satiate your bloodthirsty lust for hard news coverage.
But if we didn't cram your ear holes full of enough current events, be sure to check out our new box set of Breaking News, The Director's Cut, in stores tomorrow. It has over 200 hours of deleted footage.
There are cast interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, home movies from Jamie and me, security footage of Jamie shoplifting from Dick's Sporting Goods, a Willem's food diary, the video of the Challenger explosion, my one-man reenactment of Birth of a Nation, very tasteful, and the You Can Call Me Al music video on repeat for exactly 1 hour.
And be sure to keep an eye out for our second box set, soon to be released, Breaking News 2, Willem's Revenge. On behalf of all us at Breaking News, have a lovely evening.
Woo!